Sabi Africa. No Africa. No Africans. Pioneering role in science, engineering, and technology.
Sabi African Network, illuminating Africa's narrative as pioneers in science, engineering, and technology.
Biochar and Terra Preta, ancient soil technologies of West Africa. Do you know there are soils in West Africa that remember? Soils that, long after the people who built them are gone, still breathe life into crops, hold moisture through droughts, and lock carbon away for centuries. Long before the term climate-smart agriculture was coined, African hands engineered landscapes that feed generations, not by machines, but through fire, ash, and wisdom. This is the story of Biochar and Terra Preta, the black earths of Africa, where ancient science meets tomorrow's sustainability. The black earths stretch across Benin, Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. They are called African dark earths, human-made soils rich in carbon, nutrients, and memory. Unlike typical tropical soils that lose fertility within seasons, these have stayed productive for hundreds of years. They are archaeological fingerprints of sustainable African engineering, crafted not in labs but in kitchens, hearths, and farms. At their heart lies biochar, charcoal reborn as soil technology. When biomass burns in low oxygen, it transforms into pyrogenic carbon, which is incredibly stable, porous, and rich in microhabitats. In the soil, it binds nutrients, stores carbon, and nurtures microbes. This isn't just chemistry, it is controlled alchemy. Ancient Africans intuitively created Terra Preta, dark earths that defy tropical decay. Modern science now calls it carbon sequestration, but our ancestors called it good soil. Archaeologists have traced these dark soils to old settlements, cooking zones, and forest islands, spaces built through centuries of human interaction. Household waste, palm residues, pottery shards, and charcoal were layered into the earth, transforming it into a living bioreactor. Each community left a unique signature, a soil DNA of its own. These are not random patches of darkness, they are the archives of sustainable African life. The message, fertility is designed, not discovered. Behind every patch of African dark earth lies a story of women's genius. Across Liberia and Sierra Leone, women who managed fires, cooked, processed oil palm, and composted waste unknowingly became soil scientists. They understood fire, when to quench it, what to burn, and how to feed the land with the remains. Their daily routines engineered carbon sinks and fertility islands. Centuries later, science confirms what their intuition mastered: ecological engineering through lived experience. Here's how it works. Technically, long-term carbon stability, biochar locks organic carbon for centuries. Water retention, its porous structure traps moisture. Nutrient storage, it binds phosphorus and nitrogen, reducing leaching. Microbial habitat, it becomes a city for soil microbes. Each particle is a laboratory of life, improving soil structure, nutrient cycles, and resilience. What nature does in millennia, African biochar did in decades through fire, waste, and wisdom. Recent studies in Ghana and Zambia prove it. Combining biochar, manure, ash, and organic waste can reproduce Terra Preta within years. Soils become richer, more stable, and drought-resistant. Researchers now call this the Terra Preta model, TPM, an African agroecological system tailored for crops like yams, cassava, and maize. It integrates biochar production, sanitation, recycling, and organic composting. It is not imported technology, it is reclaimed heritage optimized by science. When wood decomposes or burns, carbon escapes into the air. But when turned into biochar, that carbon stays locked underground for centuries. Each handful of biochar is a tiny carbon vault. Imagine scaling this across millions of smallholder farms. Africa could become a continental carbon sink. Biochar not only feeds soils, it feeds the planet's future, balancing food systems and the climate itself. Terra Preta was never just a soil recipe, it was a way of life. Communities recycled everything: kitchen ash, pottery, animal waste, and even urine, closing the nutrient loop. Modern policy must learn from this circular economy of the past. Imagine community-scale pyrolysis hubs, composting stations, and local carbon markets empowering farmers. This is innovation rooted in memory, an African regenerative engineering scaled for a warming world. The narrative must change. Africa is not a follower of green technology, it is the origin of it. Long before sustainability became a buzzword, our ancestors engineered self-renewing soils, balancing ecology, economy, and culture. Today, as the planet searches for carbon solutions and resilient agriculture, we return to these black earths, the soils that remember. They whisper, the future of the world's soils may be buried in Africa's past. Biochar and Terra Preta, Ancient African Science, Global Future. Subscribe to learn more about Africa's hidden technologies shaping the world. Settings. Add any subtitle.